What's happening, everyone? JayShockblast here, and check it out. Marvel's Spider-Man 2 is available now, and it is an absolute masterpiece. I love playing it. I have my Platinum Trophy, and now we're going to start getting into some of the videos where I get to talk about some of my favorite stuff in the game. And we're going to start out with our first video being my top 10 favorite suits for Miles Morales. And Miles, I actually believe, has the better set of suits over Peter, which is kind of crazy because Peter Parker is my Spider-Man. You know, like, he's the OG, but man, Miles stars in this game. They did a fantastic job with Miles Morales. I'm super happy with him. So we're gonna go into my top 10 favorite suits. So let's get right into it. This is one that I wanted to make the cut. It was one of my favorites from the Miles Morales game. But let's go ahead and get right into number 10. At number 10, we have the Agimat Suit. I don't know if I said that properly, but here it is right here. This is one of the suits you get with the digital deluxe edition, which gives you 10 extra suits for 10 bucks, along with a couple bonus points towards your perks. I love this suit. It really, I think it's supposed to be Wakandan. I don't 100% know that, but it makes me think of, you know, the Wakandan suits, Shuri's suit, Black Panther's suit, you know, the way that those are all designed, and just a really cool suit. I think definitely my favorite of the 10 in the DLC, which I actually did not use as much as I thought I would, but in any event, this is number 10 for me for Miles Morales. At number 9, we have the Dark Ages suit, and this is the first suit that actually, on my list anyway, that actually has 4 color variants. And as you can see, certain suits in the game come with other palettes, and this suit in particular really has a Spawn vibe. There was a comic run called Dark Ages that really was dark, as you would imagine, and this is obviously the suit for Miles from that series. And there are a couple suits for Miles that are kind of symbiotic and look very similar, if you will, but this one is easily one of my favorite of the group, although one of the other ones will make the list. I do like this color variant, I think, the most. It reminds me of Spawn a little bit. I don't know, I guess it could be more red, but in any event, this is my number 9 suit for Miles Morales. At number 8, we have the Miles Morales 2099 suit, and this also has 4 color variations, as you can see right here, and honestly, all of them are fantastic. This suit made my list, I think, for Miles' game as well, and I think the color variations are such a great vibe. A lot of the suits that I ended up really liking have this kind of like gold, black, and white aesthetic, and I don't know what it is. I love his hood up as well. There is a suit that he unlocks later in the game where it kind of shows his little mini dreads, which are fine. I don't really have a problem with that hairstyle form or anything, but I think it would have looked even better if he was able to put the hood up like this. But, you know, it also would have essentially looked a lot like some of the other suits, and I understand the whole point of that suit was it was a suit that he designed, and it was meant to show his personality. So in any event, enough about that suit. I love this one. This one is just it's class. It really is. So at number 8, 2099. At number 7, we have the Across the Spider-Verse suit. Now listen, there are 3 Spider-Verse suits for Miles in this game. You also have the Into the Spider-Verse and the Into the Spider-Verse SB suit. I love this one. I really do. I think it's clean. It does away with some of the striping, and I especially love the fact that it has that animated feel. And I know they've done this before, and it's still just as cool to me. Across the Spider-Verse was fantastic. Into the Spider-Verse, fantastic. Miles Morales is at his best in video games and in animation so far. Not that he doesn't have great comics and everything, but I feel like the games and the movies make him feel just a little bit less of a kid, especially this game, because this game really makes him feel more like an adult. Like, he really comes into his own in this game, and I absolutely just adore it. Such a huge game for Miles Morales. Like, this is catapulting him into superstardom even more than he already was. So in any event, that is my number 7. At number 6, we have the Programmable Matter suit, and they found a way to make this suit even better. This was absolutely one of my favorite suits in Miles Morales' game, and now when you add 3 extra palettes for this, it just makes it so cool. This was actually the video for how to unlock this suit was one of my most popular videos for Spider-Man Miles Morales, and I've just always loved it anyway. It's just a really beautiful suit. I love the angles of the design and just the way that the colors pop by being a little translucent, and I still love it just as much in this game. I don't actually mind. I know there are probably some people like, oh, we already have this suit. I don't actually mind that because there's really not a lot of suits for these characters in the grand scheme of things. I mean, they certainly have more than others, but you know, listen, you're gonna get this, and that's one of the reasons why they held back certain suits in the other games, so they would have more to tap into in the future. And this, I'm so glad they revisited, because with the color variations, it's just incredible. So that's my number 6 suit. At number 5, we have the King in Black suit, and this suit is really cool. It is very similar to the previously mentioned Dark Ages suit and the Absolute Carnage suit, and honestly, all 3 of these suits could have been on the list, and it was really hard for me to keep Absolute Carnage off of it, but I really love King in Black as a storyline, and this suit is just fantastic. Venom really became a superstar in that story, Eddie Brock, and you know, this suit just really kind of reminds me of that whole thing. What I loved about that story was kind of the end, and I guess it's a spoiler, but it's been out for a couple years at this point, where the basic solution is that Eddie Brock basically takes Silver Surfer's board and Mjolnir from Thor and turns it into the ultimate weapon for, against Knull, which was awesome. What does that have to do with this suit? Nothing, but you know, anytime that Thor can be a superstar, you know I'm going to love it, because Thor was one of the very few characters in that storyline that could stand up to Knull. I definitely recommend it, and this suit, it just looks awesome. I just love all these style suits, and for Miles, the King in Black suit came out really great. Also, very challenging to get it. Those nests, there was one nest in particular under a bridge, not a joke, pretty tough. Anyway, that's my number 5. At number 4, he's the best there is at what he does, and what he does is very nice. It is the best there is suit from Miles Morales, where he is actually dressed as Wolverine, and this was such an amazing surprise. Absolutely love this suit. And as we all know, Insomniac is making a Wolverine video game, which I think is going to be absolutely fantastic. So what better way to hype people up for the Wolverine game that they're already excited for and already probably complaining about marketing for, than to give one of the characters a Wolverine suit. And I'm glad it was Miles, man. Like, this one right here, especially this variation, is just pure class. Like, I love it, straight down to the Tims, and this is my favorite color variation for Wolverine. So to get a suit like this, it's pretty awesome. I was not expecting anything like this, and yeah, it's obviously gonna end up on my top list, in the top 5. So let's go ahead and move on to my number 3 suit, At number 3, we have his 2020 suit. And listen, this is a carryover from the last game. I believe this was actually my favorite suit in the Miles Morales video game. I loved it so much that I actually bought the hot toy for it, and it sits very nicely in my collection. And now you throw in the actual 3 variations on top of the original, and I can't even tell you which one I love the most. I love everything about all 3 of these, and you know, anything that can get a little bit more red in for me is awesome. This suit is just amazing. I don't know if there is actually this suit in the comics at all, or if this was like an Insomniac original. But whoever did it, I owe them a coffee or a burrito or some chicken nuggets, whatever they would prefer. Maybe a bottle, a can of G Fuel. I don't know. But this suit is amazing, and I love it so much. I spent like $300 on the hot toy, which hopefully I wasn't lazy, and I put a picture of it in the actual video. But I can be lazy, so I'm putting pressure on myself basically to do it. In any event, though, like I said, there's something about these variations that are just amazing. This one has like this very Miami Vice vibe, like, you know, feel like Miles is about to lace him up for the heat, even though it's not all heat colors. But in any event, this suit is just pure gasoline and not petroleum jelly. And if you know, you know. So anyway, that's my 3rd favorite suit for Miles Morales. At number 2, we have the Forever suit. This, man, I think I use this suit the most in my like off-camera gameplay. This is obviously his Black Panther suit, and it is phenomenal. Okay, I can't decide which one I love the most because, like, I love, like I said, that gold look. This is straight out the movie, the whole black and kind of gray, and then this has got the red, which I love. But honestly, this one right here with the purple, there is a spot where you can go to the Wakandan embassy. It would have been nice if I lined everything up so that I was there. Through the magic of video games, just like that, we are at the Wakandan embassy. And like I was saying, there is a spot where you can go up to the Wakandan embassy and do the Wakanda Forever in tribute to Chadwick Boseman. Obviously, we all loved everything that Chadwick did, and may he rest in peace. And this suit and this opportunity here to have just a moment like this is phenomenal. You know what I mean? And the suit is just incredible. Like, you can't tell me that this is not going to be in your top 10 list, because it's just phenomenal. But in any event, that is my 2nd favorite suit in the game. So what is my 1st favorite suit in the game? Well, it's sort of a spoiler, okay? So if you haven't played the game, you might not want to see it, but you definitely want to see it. At number 1, we have absolutely what I think is the best suit in the game. It is the Smoke and Mirrors suit. You get this by completing all of Mysterio's Mysteriums, and every single one of these is straight fire, okay? You've got the White Ranger Power Ranger suit right here. You've got the 2 different variations of Mysterio, kind of reversing the purple and yellow. And then you just have the straight up Spider-Man version of Mysterio. And I don't know which one I love the most. I really don't, because they all just have this really awesome vibe. But in the end, I'm not even a Power Rangers fan, but this looks like Jason David Frank's suit, right? Like, this looks like his White Ranger suit. It's just incredible. And may he also rest in peace. We don't want to just sit here and make this whole a tribute video, but man, this is just awesome. Absolutely love this suit. And again, to me, it's the best suit in the game. And I'm going to do a top 10 video for both Peter and Miles. And obviously, I sort of spoiled it in a little bit of a way. But yeah, so we have Miles Morales, my top 10 favorite suits. This game is incredible, and I think you're just going to love it. If for some reason you haven't played it yet, what are you waiting for? Maybe you're waiting for Christmas, I don't know. That was a little bit of overkill, but I don't care because that's what makes the game so much fun. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video.
Don't worry.
We'll see.
They're gone for good.